Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to another episode of After Dark. I am your host, Jamie. With me, as always, is the slab guy slash fairy, Sal.
Hey guys, how you doing? You can find me at Sal's Comic Corner on YouTube, and of course on Instagram under the Slab Guy 77.
All right, and joining us today in his triumphant return since like the very first episode,
Yeah.
um, the Archduke himself, Kevy.
Hey guys, I'm Kevin. I started a group on Facebook called Comic Character of the Day where we go over a different character, a different cover and question, and some humor every day to get people kind of interested in comics and kind of get some of the more obscure characters a little bit of sunshine. We'd love to have you come and check us out. Once again, comic character of the day over on Facebook. We are currently sitting at 474 members. Once we hit 500, I'm going to be doing a comic book giveaway. So if you guys want an opportunity to win some free comics, come on over and join up on comic character of the day over on Facebook. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, and that
Absolutely.
link will be down below along with sales as well. But guys, you know what I'm about to say. Guys, if you have not, ladies and gents, check out the CodexStation.com, your one-stop shop for everything Code X. As you can see, we got merch from Kevin rocking our hoodie from the very first ones we came out with. Yeah, ladies, gents, it's always helpful for us to make these shows run, get new gear. If you guys buy some stuff, it's forever grateful. We are more than happy with it. So thank you to all who have done it so far. Also, go
So
check out.
warm,
Well,
so warm, so comfortable. Highly recommend.
thank you, Kevin. But yeah, all of our socials are on there. You can find us on every podcasting platform there. So there's no reason for you guys to miss out on anything that we're putting out for you guys. Because trust me, there's a lot there, and it's not stopping anytime soon. And meet the team, contact us, let us know what's going on. And if you guys want to, you guys can talk to us in Comic Character today. We are all there. Somehow, Sonny is an expert now.
Sonny's an
Awesome.
expert now.
And I am very upset about this.
I can,
How
I
dare
can,
how dare you? How dare all of you?
I can investigate and see where things went horribly wrong.
I think it's too
Oh
late,
my-
Kevin. I think it's too
Yeah,
late.
you,
There's
you
nothing we
take
can
that
do.
you take that away from Sonny. He's gonna cry.
Well, we don't want that.
Yeah, no, we don't want the tears of SK flowing like rivers of Babylon going on over there.
That's
No,
what
but
it is.
guys, definitely go check it out. It's non-toxic. It's probably one of the best groups to be in. Everyone has something at the table. We post our topic of the weeks there for the podcast itself. Always great answers, always great people, always great community, and just the chatting alone is phenomenal. So if you guys have not checked it out yet, go do that.
Mm.
But with that
Absolutely.
being said, we need. It's a must to get into these pools this week.
Yes.
So
Requisite.
with Kevin being here, I think he should kick it off. So, Kevin,
All right.
Hit
you're at
us.
the main stage, brother.
Once again, I'm sorry I have not gotten a chance to get my pulls this week, but I got them from last week. I'd love to show you guys. I've got alternate cover of Junkyard Joe #1.
Junkyard Joe.
You know, I think anything from the independents right now, um, IDW, Boom Studios, Image, and Dark Horse are just killing it nowadays.
Mm.
I got Tim Drake Robin #1.
Okay, I
gotta-
have to ask, have you read it?
I have, and I gotta say, Tim Drake is my favorite Robin. I'm sorry, I have nothing, no judgments. The artwork isn't for me. I can't really
Okay.
get into it because of the.
Is it like the cover? Is the artwork interior like the cover?
No, it's worse than the cover.
Oh God.
Okay, because I've heard a lot of negativity towards that issue.
Yeah, I want to like it because it's Tim Drake, but I just can't get into it. I got Revolvers #1 just because I'm kind of curious about it. I've read good things, so I haven't read it yet, but I'm kind of curious to get into it.
Who's that?
This
What
one-
publisher is that from?
I think is this Top Cow? No, this is Image.
Oh, okay.
So once again, Image is killing it. I had to get this because I'm really curious. Sergeant Rock
Rock.
and
Yes.
Mont, yeah, this
Bruce
Army
Campbell. Didn't he write that one?
Who did? Let me see.
Writer on that one, I think.
So I made a comment, and when I found out about it, that I misread it, and I thought I read like Bruce Sergeant Rock and the Army of the Evil Dead, but it's not actually the Evil Dead. It's not connected. It's just Bruce Campbell writing it. Stuff of Nightmares, #1.
Ooh, A.L. Kaplan. I have that on his variant also on order. We talked about that when we did get to interview him, and I was so happy to see that on shelves.
I'm going through. I guess it's because of the time of the year, but I'm going through a phase where I'm just like all about the horror comics.
'Tis the season.
It really is. The new Spider-Man, #1.
See, they didn't have that in my shop. That's upsetting.
Is that
Bagley?
Is that Bagley?
I think it's Bagley.
Yeah. But just in case you're not into that, Spider-Man #1, alternate cover.
Ooh, that is not Bagley.
No, it is not. And also, just in case you're not into those two, Spider-Man #1.
Back up a little bit.
Boom.
There you go. There you go. That's a nice cover.
Right. And here's a few that I think are pretty cool. Shadowhawk 3D.
Ooh.
Or Shadowhawk, the last Shadowhawk 3D. So I thought that was really cool. I haven't opened it, not going to. And here we go. Superman #1.
How did you afford that?
Right?
The key is he didn't.
I'm all about the not reissues. What do you call those? The
reprints,
facsimiles,
reprints,
facsimiles. Yeah.
Yeah. So you go. Amazing Spider-Man #1.
Nice.
Right. Reprint.
Should your camera be reversed? Just curious, because the titles are
yeah.
I'm honestly not entirely sure how to do that. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, just keep going.
Just keep going. We'll worry about it next time.
Tomb of Dracula. Reprint. Or
reprint.
Yeah. Dark Crisis #5.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5.
Oh, it's
sorry.
5. Oh, 7 and 5. My bad. I was reading backward. My dyslexia went.
I got you. And this one I really thought was very cool. I had to get it. It's an alternate cover.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I showed you guys earlier. But I think,
was that you, Sal, that had that one last week?
I probably did.
Yeah, one of your 7,000 issues you had on the show.
Yeah. My usual pool.
So one of the characters that I absolutely adore is Swamp Thing. So I had to get Dark Crisis.
Good read.
Green.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And the last ones I got is Black Adam.
Oh, I read that one. That's a good one.
Awesome.
I love that story. That was a great prequel to the movie. It's a good prequel to the movie. I just love that. That was my book of the week last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Sweet. And I had to do it because once again, I'm a big fan of Neil Gaiman, Miracle Man #0.
Okay.
And just in case that's not your cup of tea, alternate cover, Miracle Man #0.
Okay.
Sweet.
So those are my pulls this week or last week, but whatever. So
all right.
Nice. Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Boom.
All right. Let me get out my short box, because here we go. You guys are ready?
Your first short box.
Yeah, first short box.
Yeah,
no,
one
just
of
kidding.
several.
Just got this week. This is all I have. So I've got Thunderbolts 1 and #2.
Okay. Thunderbolts 1 was good.
Yeah,
is that the one?
Sorry.
Is that the one that Hawkeye is leading?
Yes.
I read the first one. It's interesting.
Okay. Got Black Adam #1 special edition.
Nice.
We've got Amazing Spider-Man #11.
Ooh.
I
cool.
The
I-
Hobgoblin.
Literally hate this art. I don't know why. I just don't like it for some
Yeah,
reason.
I know.
I
feel ya.
I'm a big fan of Hobgoblin.
I read the story. I am too. I read the story. The artwork in the story is not as bad as the cover. I think that cover is just, I don't know. The cover is like, ugh.
Is it still being drawn by John Ramota Jr.?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
I like him.
I do too. I just don't like that cover.
I could see that.
All right. Got Venom number 11.
Nice.
That's Sleeper.
Yep.
That's really cool.
That's the one I was guessing.
Mm-hmm. And you were incorrect.
I know.
Judgment Day number 7.
All right.
Looks like we got some Nightcrawler action of the Immortal X-Men.
Kurt's the man.
Is that the main line or is that the X line?
This is the Immortal X-Men. So,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Tying it.
And of course, I got a Wolverine number 8. No, excuse me, number 25.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Number 25 for a Judgment Day tie-in.
There's a plug right there, Sal. You can use if no one's checked it out yet.
What's that?
Go check out
what-
Comic Character of the Week we just filmed,
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Slacker.
where our main character was Wolverine this
Wolverine,
week.
Chris. So that was a good segue. Good. So go check out Comic Character of the Week. We covered Wolverine. So
Yep.
that's my pulls for this week, guys. I don't have that much because of my epic call last week. So
Yeah.
Very
Well,
cool.
You knocked
No
out
s-
my
no s-
you
no
knocked out
slabs.
all my Marvel.
no slabs though. No slabs.
Oh
What?
man.
No slabs this week.
So-
You're not living up to your name.
Yeah.
I know.
Now we're
I
gonna
could-
call you the slob guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll show you last week's one. There we go.
Yeah, it's all over again.
There we go.
Yeah. So a funny story, I did pick up a 4-issue mini full series because I remember this awesome cover that was posted in Comic Character of the Day, and I thought I need this, and then I bought it. It's a
Bought
word,
it?
trust me.
Bought
And
bought it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I looked at Comic Character today, and all they did was talk about how horrible the series was after I purchased it. But I got all 4 issues of War of the Gods.
Oh, pretty.
But you know what? You can't go wrong with some Perez art. You know.
No, and that's why I was more intrigued with because I even the first cover alone, like I just love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
So
I mean, take into consideration, even if it's not great, you can never have too many comics.
not just that, but it's like I might find something I actually enjoy about it that you guys didn't and have a different opinion.
Absolutely.
That's true. And you could be completely wrong too. That's all right.
Yeah, but I'm always right, so I don't really care. Next up, I got Batman vs. Robin #2, the B variant.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Yeah, that's nice.
Or no, this is the E variant. My
E
my
variant.
apologies.
Yeah.
That is a cool costume for
Robin.
for Damien there.
Yeah, that's the one he's using in his solo series.
Oh, nice.
Next up, B variant of Jurassic League #6.
Oh yeah.
Is that that's not
It's
Damien?
Darkseid.
That's
Oh.
Darkseid.
Good golly. Why
Darkseid as a villainous dinosaur.
Oh, okay. I can see why.
Next up, I have Future State Gotham #18 B variant.
That's cool.
Is that who's that? Is that Red Hood? Who's
Yeah,
that? Oh, that's really cool.
Looks like he's holding
That's
onto an axe. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Batman Urban Legends #20 B variant.
Ooh, that's almost Wolverine versus the Hand-esque right there.
Yeah, that is.
Speaking of Wolverine, we should
Oh,
go comic character of the week.
Comic Character of the Week. We just did Wolverine. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, go do so because it's already it won't be up on YouTube for a couple weeks, but it's on Twitch and YouTube and everywhere else you could find it. So
Worth checking out.
last one is the Dark Crisis World Without Justice League Green Arrow.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah. That's a nice cover. I like that.
Always.
Yep. All right. And so Sal has inspired me, ladies and gents. I can't afford slabs, but I can make a good looking slab, if you know what I mean.
what I hear.
I'm starting my own comic book wall. So everything behind me is going to be filled. I'm working slowly at it, but I got my first 10 that I'm putting on the wall, and I wanted to show you guys.
Share.
Yes. So let me just get these back the way I had them because I kind of showed them off yesterday to some people. But it's going to be the first 10. So first one we got is the Omega Rangers variants. I have the Zack cover with the helmet.
Nice.
Foily goodness.
Good. There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
And then next up is Jason.
Right. Very cool.
And then lastly, we got the Trini. So those are the first three.
After you show me this 10, I got to ask you about how you're going to set it up on the wall. So
yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
And then next up, we have the Batman 125 John Chang foil edition.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Oily goodness. That's nice.
I'm sorry. Did you just say oily goodness?
Foily.
Yeah,
foily.
All right, that's better.
Foily goodness.
Yes. Next up, Batman vs. Robin #1, the Zatanna cover.
Yeah, that's nice.
Really cool.
That's definitely wall worthy.
It
Yes.
really is. You know.
Poison Ivy #3.
Yep.
Which is a great series.
It was supposed to be 6 issues, and then they made it an ongoing
because it was so good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably my favorite of ever, Black Adam. You guys can go check that out on Monday when Black Adam, our comic character today, Black Adam, or comic character of the week, Black Adam episode actually goes through. It's scheduled. But,
bam!
Pretty.
Black Adam just rocking Darkseid's face.
That's so cool.
Probably my favorite issues of Batman. And there's a lot of Batman issues, but this one holds a very special place in my heart. This is Batman 57. This is where he beats the ever-loving crap out of KGBs for shooting Dick in the head.
Right.
I said Dick.
Richard.
Yeah, Richard.
Nightwing. For those of you.
Yes. And so
so cool.
this, I was gonna say, this one is 2, but it's a connecting cover. It's from 2 separate series, but they made it a connecting cover for the month, and that is Red Hood and Nightwing O.
That is such a neat dual cover there. I mean, that is beautiful.
Yeah, I love that. That's nice.
And I love the skull kind of feel for the mask of Red Hood on that one.
Yeah.
Right? No, I absolutely loved when these came out. So they were definitely wall worthy when I first thought of them. And for everyone watching, fun fact, I did pick up the next 10 top loaders. We're gonna have a little bit of fun with my wall now. I picked up the first 10. I'm having Sal pick out my next 10.
Nice.
So you'll be seeing those when I come back from my little break, posted on here and then onto my wall.
Yep.
Look forward to seeing that and checking it out.
Let's see how bad Sal does me.
Yeah. I'm gonna put everything up that's stuff that I like. Anyhow. What I want to ask you about your wall is what wall you're gonna put it on, number 1. Number 2, how many does that relate to on the wall? 3 high, 2 high, 4 high?
Oh, so it's gonna be back wall?
Yes.
The little easement right there?
Yeah, I see it. It's kind of like an angle.
Yeah,
like this.
It's gonna go there too. I'm gonna take down the pictures over here. You're gonna have them up and down over here, and then that wall as well. So all be in frame.
So it'll be behind you moving forward?
Yes. I'm gonna, because I have a collection of the DC the McFarlane line toys. Those are gonna go on the wall behind me, or in front, but behind the computer. So you guys won't be able to see it, but I'll probably post it up one day. But I'm gonna do the whole room's just gonna be comic covers, basically, aside from one wall. It's gonna be the toys.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you got going on there.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna pick up 10 of those top loaders every 2 weeks. So I'm gonna be putting those up. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have people pick out my 10.
I
wanted to pick out the first 10. I want opinions because I said that I struggle with narrowing it down, but
Do you?
it's I have so many. Not like I'm bragging on that aspect, but it's like I have so many that I do like that I don't want to like get them and then be like, oh, this one should go in there, and then I'll fight with myself. Well, maybe this one should go in this week. So to make it easier, I'm having everyone pick them.
Yeah.
You know,
Good job.
it's also fun just deciding to switch one or another out every once in a while, just
Yep.
on a whim.
I do that too.
Yeah,
do
because
that too.
and it's the best part is that when we're on a show, and say Sal picked my 10, right? And we're doing a show, and Sal sees a cover and goes, "That needs to go on the wall." Sal's got to pick what cover comes down.
That was the one that I picked, the one of the 10 that I picked, or one of your 10?
It could be any.
Oh,
one of them has to come down and get changed out.
Okay.
No pressure there, Sal.
None.
Yeah.
Dude, I've got 3 or 4 short boxes of just slabs that are not on the wall because I have such a finite space. So I struggle with saying, okay, who do we want to put up this week? And I try to do themes because one week, one row was all symbiont Venom or Venom symbionts type of thing. One row was all Spider-Man. One row was all Wolverine. And it's just, I struggle, I struggle.
Right, and that's what I was coming into.
Yeah. So this middle wall right here, this was just kind of a hodgepodge because I just got those slabs in one of my epic calls, and I had to show some of those because there's some characters that I don't normally collect a lot of, but they were still great covers to show.
Yeah. Well, Sal, real quick, I do have a question because I don't think I've ever asked you this on live before. But how many slabs do you actually have?
110. Did you
Excuse
me? I said 110. I was 110, I believe.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah, Sal actually almost had me buy my first slab. Was it like a week or two ago?
Yeah.
But I was at work and the sale ended.
Oh, dude, you should have told me. I would have bought it. You could have paid me back. Come on, man.
I don't like putting that pressure on people. Because I was gonna buy it. It was the very first Radiant Black variant edition. It was going for like $27, and I kicked myself because I was like, I'll get it on my break. By the time I got to my first break, I was like, it's over.
Yep. Oh,
you force a break and then tell your boss like, no, this is important. This is about comic books.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard telling my uncle I gotta take a break to go buy a comic.
Yeah.
He'd be like, get back to work.
All right. So I made a miscalculation in the number of slabs I have.
Mm-hmm.
I have 220.
Jesus.
Dude, my heart just skipped a beat.
220. I have 220 slabs.
I don't know if I should go get this looked at now. I'm conflicted. Doc, why is my left arm going numb all of a sudden?
I feel so inferior, but
don't.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, we'll put it this way before you get to the point, Kevin. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Like, for most of us, like, that's Sal's bread and butter. Like, the slabs are his. Like, me, I don't know how I could never, like, I'd probably do it. But Sal would have to talk me into it, like, fully. It's the idea of sending something away for, almost a year to get back, and you don't know if it's actually coming back. Or you don't know what happens in the transit, no matter how great you package it.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know who's handling it. They could say it was a transit issue and they dropped it off the table or spilt coffee all over it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing for me is like, I still love them. I don't know if I could part away with it for that long of time just to have something negative happen to it.
Right. It's a scary feeling. It's a scary feeling.
Yeah.
Especially when you put the amount of money that we put into these comics for it.
Yeah. Right. And I'm not gonna lie, I've had that happen to me, and I've lost, a couple of good books. So it's just
heart wrenching.
It is heart wrenching, but don't feel inferior because of the number of slabs. I collect a certain way, and I collect a certain things, and that's how I do it. How you collect is how you do it, and it's never going to be worse or it's never going to be better than me. It's just one of those things. It's just your way.
Yeah, not that. I'll choose something else to feel inferior about. That's fine. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please do.
See, you don't have an I Love Celery shirt. You should feel inferior about that.
Thanos says, come on.
That's a great shirt, Jamie. I love that one, man.
That's a great shirt. But I love celery is much better.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna have an infinity gauntlet on the wall. Thanks to that comment.
hell yeah, I would.
I might know a vendor that might have some.
Slam?
You just gotta.
No, a real gauntlet.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I'd be wearing it, just snapping and just cutting out the stream at the end of every episode. And thank you for joining.
5 years later.
Yeah.
5 years later,
And we
podcast
just
turns.
come back in the same clothes that we were in, going, "Hey, did you guys catch that? Like, what just happened?
What just happened there?
Yeah.
Who's in this house?
Mr.
Honey,
Stark,
who's
so
this guy? Where's my slabs?
Where's my slabs? You what?
We had to make ends meet somehow, so we burned them for warmth.
Oh, torture.
Too far, man.
Torture.
Oh, but
But
like
just
I said, for anyone, I was gonna say, for anyone out there that is seeing this or listening to this in audio, however you collect is how you collect, and whether that is one issue a week, one issue a month, shit, you could buy from a convention once a year. That is how you're gonna do it. Never feel obligated to keep up with anybody, including us. There's times where we've had to stop due to financial situations, or there's times we had to stop because we fell in love with it, and but the thing is, we are in love with it and we have an addiction, so that don't do it.
There's no right or wrong way.
Yeah.
To love
The only thing
comics.
I'm gonna say is if you don't at least bag and boredom, I might be a little disappointed.
That's fair.
But that's it. Like it. That's it. My brother did that. I was like, dude, I'm gonna slap you. So I literally left. He's like, where you going? I'm like, I'll be back. I went to the comic shop like a couple blocks away, bought bags and boards, came back. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, we are bag and boarding every single one of these.
Hell
I'm like, I don't care. And he's like, all right, cool.
By the way, Amazon had a good price on the resealable bags. I think it was like 20 some bucks, $22.
Yeah,
for
I get the double deal because it's less.
Yeah,
I think it's like $38. You get 200 of each.
right.
Really? That's not
Yeah.
bad. My comic shop, I usually get the resealable bags, and I can get the.
I can't stand those. Okay, we're going into this topic.
Yep.
I hate at the end where the string comes off and it's like it's stuck to you, and then you try to throw it away and it's still stuck to you, and you're flicking it for 5 minutes trying to get it off, and you can't. And then when you finally do, it attaches to your forearm, and you're like trying to shake it off your forearm and do one of these. I did resealable bags for a while, and I hated it.
Yeah,
it's annoying, but I just for me, I like them.
I'm getting tired of the tape. I'm getting tired of the tape.
Yes, exactly.
Just use painter's tape. You'll be okay. No,
Great idea.
I know. But I thought of it. No, but that it's just just to let it, like I said, it was letting everyone know, just way of thinking. If you think that, don't ever let anyone negate you based on what you collect. I know people who just collect keys.
Yeah.
Like they spend $1,000 and they're good for 4 years.
And honestly, you'll see the trolls on a lot of Facebook pages are like, oh, I found these in a dumpster, and it's like, Amazing Spider-Man #1 and stuff like that. Like, I hate those people that just they're looking for attention. I don't like that. But again, don't let those type of people affect your judgment or your love of comics and collecting.
Absolutely. And here's a suggestion: if you if you love comics and you hate trolls and you're feeling like there's a lot of negativity,
there's a group you can join.
As I was going, check out Comic Character of the Day on Facebook. We are all about the love for the medium and for each other. Just saying.
Yep. And sometimes we poke a little fun at the character.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's all good.
Maybe sometimes a little too much fun when it comes to certain characters.
I don't
know what you're talking about.
Leave Blue Devil alone.
Who?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you leave that man alone. He's had a hard life. He got canceled.
Just when you were about to see him?
Yeah, right. We seen him in the acting suit, and then we didn't get to see him in the full. No, that was the worst decision of their lives. But no. But let's get on to some topics. We got a couple good ones for you today.
Yep.
First one being, we're gonna get this right out of the way. There's been some recasting, and I'll let Sal take this one away because it's Sal's.
Okay. All right. So we heard recently that Harrison Ford just signed on the Marvel Universe. He is replacing William Hurt, who passed away, as Thunderbolt Ross. So General Thunderbolt Ross, I should say. So they're going to be doing some recasting there. My question was about recasting in general. When is it proper or good to do the recasting? For example, we did not recast Black Panther. We moved on from that, but we did recast Thunderbolt Ross. Now, I can understand their story reasons and probably, Kevin Feige's probably got playing the long game out type situation, trying to figure out what to do best. So what do you guys think about this, Jamie?
Well, okay, so when it comes to something like that, and this is something that I've been stewing in my head for a while, which is a great reason I want to talk about this topic. Doing something like Thunderbolt Ross. Now, he was in the MCU. He wasn't that, to me, that big of a
Character?
light. Good character, a light in the MCU as itself. So it kind of felt minor because we never got that actual. Wow, that was weird.
Whoa, hello.
There
you go. He's back.
My timer went off. But we never got that like moment of, hey, I'm gonna transform, and try to stop everybody, or I'm gonna lead the Thunderbolts at some point. Or we never got that transition from him being the guy that was basically like, you guys are going against the grain here, and that was it. Earth's Mightiest Defenders is done.
You think he's like a B character in the MCU?
I wouldn't even give him B. Like, he was just like, to me, he was in like the background to me. He was in there for a moment where you look at someone like, let's say T'Challa. So Chadwick Boseman that passed away, who did a phenomenal job as Black Panther, by the way.
Absolutely.
He carried almost like a legacy of the character through X amount of movies, had the screen time, had the presence, had the hype, had all these traits, passed away suddenly. That to me is more understandable not to recast in that position, because even in the comics there have been multiple Black Panthers throughout the years.
I agree with that.
It comes to the line of, if you look at something like an Edward Norton playing the Hulk, and then you got Mark Ruffalo coming in. That's a different characteristic in itself too, because that was outside of stuff that people couldn't handle. The guy Edward Norton didn't want to sign on for 10 years because he didn't know what was going to happen in 10 years, and he wanted to keep himself away from being the same person for 10 years.
Understandable.
So you got to look at it from those sides of the fence, I would think, especially with not recasting something like a T'Challa. You can insert person here, like you could even somehow bring back Killmonger and make him Black Panther, that he found his way and all this other stuff. But I'm just saying, for like an example, with Thaddeus Ross, it's just like, okay, now we got William Hurt was a great actor, but then you see the name, Harrison Ford, and you're like, Han Solo is going to be Red Hulk.
Well, we don't know.
Actually,
we don't know.
One of the things is, if anybody has seen Ender's Game,
yes,
he played a kind of I wouldn't use the term no nonsense, but he kind of played like a hardened military officer in that. And I could see I could see Harrison Ford pulling off that character through the lens of his character in that.
No doubt.
So, I was gonna say it's a good. I feel like this was one of the good recastings, hopefully, in my opinion.
I can see that.
I can see that. But I want to counter your point, Jamie. For Black Panther, yes, it was an iconic portrayal of the character. Phenomenal acting, just an excellent job over. There's probably be no way to fill his shoes or to even duplicate his effort. But that's, I don't know. I just feel like you have to continue on with Black Panther, even if it is just a transition to somebody else. Shuri or whoever. I feel like doing a disservice. They're like, okay, well, we're cutting the string. Now, maybe I'm wrong, and they'll explain a little bit more in the movie, which I'm going to probably see a midnight showing of. But I feel like they're just cutting it off and they're giving it to Shuri, and maybe I'll see more in previews as we get closer. No, it'll change my mind, but I don't know. And I feel like it's a disservice when they have such a phenomenal actor who did such a great presence of the character, and then they just, nothing. Okay, we're just moving on. Like we're just brushing it under the rug and we go on. I don't like that. That's terrible.
I understand where you're coming from on that. I think there's going to be more down the line because when he passed, they were already almost starting production on Black Panther 2.
Right.
And you don't want to halt production, especially if you're telling this grand scheme of a story like the MCU does.
Right.
So I can see them being like, okay, you know what? Let's set this up. And then when we come out with the third movie, we have that replacement set up.
Maybe.
Let's keep the legacy as it is. Let's tell this arc from this storyline with this character, which would probably be Shuri, and then we'll negate back to say like the end being like, this is going to be a battle between these two characters, and we get the fight to see who's going to be the next Black Panther.
Possibly. Possibly.
But I mean, it's all theory right now. But I mean, that's a way you could go about it, and I think that they're going to do that. I think they needed the time to let the character rest. No pun intended on that.
Ooh.
But
bad, Jamie.
I know, bad. but they needed him to rest for a second. I think we lost Kevin.
Oh, yep, we did. He's still in.
He keeps playing with his. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
But what do you call it? They needed time for the character to like
cool down, maybe.
Be away for a while,
right?
And not automatically be like the next person up for this mantle.
Yeah.
Is so and so, because that to me that would probably feel disingenuous to the ones that were with him the entire time and dealt with worked with him for the 5 or 6 years.
I can agree with that too. It's just very, I don't know. I'm not gonna belabor my point again, but I just don't feel like I gotta wait till I see the movie. Then I'll make a more official judgment on that. How's that sound?
And with everything that they're saying that's going to be a part of that movie, I'm sure that the landscape of Black Panther will change.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry, it got unplugged when I sat down. I guess my bad.
You're good, but no, we were just ending up the conversation on that part.
Yep. And the show's over. Show's over. Sorry, Cabby. We're done.
Thank you guys again. Remember to check out the codexstation.com, your one-stop shop. Thank you, Kevin, for joining us with your 7 words for the day.
All right, pretty much.
And then one other thing we did want to talk about was the MC movies. The pre-productions are getting pushed. So we're looking at Blade getting pushed back. We're looking at Fantastic Four getting pushed back. There's another one in between. I can't remember because my brain hurts. But what do you guys think about all these delays now? Because, I mean, there's been delays in the past where, they were delayed for like a month, but we're talking about a year leap. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I'll let Kevin go first.
The older I get, the more patient I become. And therefore, I would say I'm fine. I like to think of it as like I prefer them to take their time and get it right than rush it and have it half-assed. So if like waiting for another year to get like a really good Doctor Doom is the requirement, give me that extra year. I want them, especially regarding the Fantastic Four, because I think that if they screw up the Fantastic Four this time, I don't want to say it'll be over for the Fantastic Four. But
I'm declaring if it's bad, they're going to be like, Fantastic Four, we're never trying again.
Right. Because every iteration of the Fantastic Four in live action movies has been absolutely terrible.
Hey, you know what? You leave Galactus Cloud alone. Okay?
Yeah. The Galactus Cloud was pretty hot.
Yeah.
The Galactus Cloud actually was the result of an epic night of burritos and beer by eternity. It wasn't his son; it was actually a fart. It was terrible.
He just disintegrates
And
as he
you,
goes.
and you almost got to see his face. I'm telling you right now. You freeze frame it, you could almost see it.
Yeah, he kind of pops out and
They from it could be the same said about well, not quite, but almost with Dormammu.
Mama.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, but
I've come to bargain.
they need to take their time with at least Fantastic Four, and yeah, I'm fine with them taking the extra time to get things right, rather than rushing ahead and kind of like pushing it out. But with Marvel especially, their live action things are so on fire that they can afford to take their time. They know that no matter what they do, people are going to see their movies no matter what. So,
Right.
Mm-hmm. So
What are you thinking, Sal?
I'm going to agree with Kevin. I think taking their time to do it right, because I feel Marvel plays a long game. They played a long game ever since Iron Man, the first one, and all of a sudden things started working. And if you remember the little shorts that they did, the MCU shorts right after Iron Man that came out, those kind of like filled in little gaps, a little, had a little bit of comedy, but filled in little gaps here and there for a lot of the movies and the stories and stuff like that. And I think that's where they're going with these Disney Plus shows, such as like She-Hulk,
absolutely.
And even though I've seen She-Hulk, I know you guys haven't seen the ending of it.
Yep.
Overall, the series was okay. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't going gaga over it. But that's okay. It was fun.
Yeah.
As soon as I figured out what the show was like, because I was going in like every Marvel show, epic event, give me the epic event, and that's not what this series was. But during this series, we got a lot of Easter eggs, we got a lot of little plugs, and we got a lot of little hints of what's coming in the future. And you'll see that in the last episode, guys, when you watch it.
Yeah.
What, who, what? Okay. But what I think they're going to do is they're going to start coming out with these smaller shorts. Like Moon Knight was a one season. It should have been more. But I think
they announced that it is.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they said that it's in the talks. Oscar Isaac wants to return as Moon Knight, but they don't know if they want to fit him into the MCU proper or have him as a Disney Plus show again.
I mean, but I don't care. Just bring him back.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is they can bring these characters from the MCU into the Disney Plus into the MCU proper very easily now that they've been exposed and kind of connected.
Yeah.
So by playing this long game and pushing some of these dates out, I think they're trying to make sure that all their ducks in a row, things are going to line up and go according to plan. So that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, I kind of got the same idealistic of it.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is like I brought this up on the show too. When you look at something like Blade, Ali came in and looked at Kevin Feige and was like, because he didn't even set up a date. He just walked into Marvel offices, be like, "Hey, can I talk to Kevin Feige?" They're like, "Yeah, go ahead, Ali. Like, you're good. Like, we know who you are." And he's like, "I'm gonna be Blade," and he goes, "Okay." And then 2 weeks later at San Diego Comic-Con, he's like, he walked into my office, said he wanted to be Blade, so here he is.
Yep.
It was something that quick, like. So I don't think they really had an idea of what to do with him. And they had the voice at the end of Eternals where Dane's looking at the blade for the first time and you hear his voice in the background.
Yeah.
And that's all we got. So it doesn't. So for me, it's if you're going to play it good. Like if you need the time, take the time. Your movies are slated for X amount of years out anyways. We did every time that they do like a San Diego or a D23 or anything. I feel like you should never put a date on it. You should give the year if you want to, never put an official date on it because it deters people away when they're like, oh, we're going to get, Fantastic Four in November of 2024. And now it's February 14th, 2025. It's like Valentine's Day. What? Yeah. Like now we got to wait extra for it?
Or just say coming soon. Like,
like this is the structure of phase, let's say 5, and just show the shows in a row of how you're gonna chronological order.
Yeah,
and don't put the date, just have them in there. You know
Just
what I
have them in
mean?
the order
Like,
that you're there. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Right.
you don't need to put a date on things because
Right.
like we've seen already, there's so much that gets pushed back because of A, contract disputes, B, the time for the actors to put into it, and then
Right.
you have what do you call it too, like COVID and life problems and all this other
Yep.
stuff and
Mm-hmm.
pandemics, so you never know what's going to happen.
Very
So
true.
And
to sit
and
there
like
and put at least be like, hey, this is the order this is going to come out in, but these are the shows we're bringing you and these are the movies,
or like
would probably be a better way.
an announcement like I posted, and I admit, and I don't want to admit, but I will admit that I am not infallible. And I posted on Comic Character of the Day a thing that I found saying like who's going to be coming back for the Daredevil run. And I was like, this is the thing. And people were like, that's unofficial because the actress that plays Elektra has
Mm-hmm.
prior engagements. So it's like, well, shoot. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's no guarantees that the actors that are announced are going to be able to fulfill their obligations with whatever project.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing is like it's not false hope because these
Mm-hmm.
are estimated times. It's more I think you feel like people are disheartened by it more than anything.
Mm.
Like, hey man, this is supposed to come out around my birthday. Like we've had this kind of like, you know, idea to work. It's like now it's not. It's like, but I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day when you, especially if you're talking about dates that things come out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but
But
no,
I think that if you're 10 years old and Spider-Man is announced like in January of 2023, and you find out that it's been pushed back to like December. If you're a little kid, that's a huge like amount.
That's
yeah,
all. That's like a lifetime. Mm-hmm.
Right, right. But like I think after a certain age, you're like, all right, cool, whatever.
But it's got to
right.
be like you said, Kevin. It's got to be if they're going to do it and push it out, they got to do it right. I'll wait an
Yeah,
extra year to get a good Doctor Doom. You know.
Right.
right.
But
Yeah.
supposedly we're gonna get him sooner than later, so we'll
Mm.
see how that goes.
We'll
I'm
see.
looking. Woo.
Yes, we all will. But I think that is a great place for us to end this
Mm.
episode this week. As always, guys, I am your host, Jamie. With me, as always, and forever, probably till this show ends, which it probably won't, we have Sal.
Hey
My
guys,
man.
I'm on. What, Kevin?
I
All right.
said my man.
Oh yes, please, Kevin. You're the man. You're the man, Kev. Anyhow,
It's true.
I'm on YouTube on Sal's Comic Corner, and check me out on Instagram on the Slab Guy 77.
And we got Kevin joining us again, making a special appearance.
Thank you. Thank you. My name is Kevin. I am over on Comic Character of the Day over on Facebook, where we post a comic character of the day, a comic cover of the day, and a question of the day to kind of engage in conversation about who's who and what's what in the comic book realm. Marvel and DC independents. We'd love to have you come on over, check things out, and contribute to that community.
Yeah.
And that being said, Jamie, take us home.
Yeah, guys, as always, go check out Comic Character Day. Great community. We're all in there. Sonny's somehow an expert over me again. I don't get it. I don't even know why we do this show anymore. But no, definitely go check out Comic Character Day. Like I said, guys, great group of people. No toxicity whatsoever. You know, we monitor any trolls or anything like that. So it's always a good place. One of the best groups I've been in. And that's just not saying it. I've been in the group since before we started this. So definitely go check them out. If you haven't yet, go check out the codexstation.com, your one-stop shop for everything Codex. Go get some killer merch like Kev is wearing right now. Every little penny helps, guys. Everyone who has bought, thank you so much so far. It does help the channel grow, and it does help us get better equipment so we look a lot better. Yeah, put the hood down, Kevin. You're okay. All of our socials are posted on there too, and we're on every single podcasting platform you can imagine. So you have every area to look at, audio, video, whatever your preference is, you guys can check them out. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, be kind to one another out there. If people going through so much right now, and even making them smile could change the course of their day or their life. So always be kind. And lastly, after every show, we will see you in the next one, but you won't see me because I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks. Bye.
Have fun on vacation, buddy.
Thanks, guys. You guys have a good one.
Much love. Peace.